doing? It is the Fredders93 here, and welcome to another edition of Football with Fredders, where the new Wednesday show where we discuss certain matters in football, which may or may not have occurred over the course of the week. But this week, I'm focusing on one of my two football teams, which I talked about in the last episode. You can probably guess by the badge on my shirt or the thumbnail. It's going to be the matters going on at FC Köln, a club which features very heavily on the channel, not just where I've discussed them before in Football with Fredders, but also with the FIFA 21 career mode we're currently doing. To say that 2020's been a bit of a not so great year for De Geisbock is the tiniest bit of the understatement. Although it didn't always start that way. January to March, we seemed to do fairly semi-decent, and at one point there was a bit of an outside push for Europe towards the end of the 1920 season. But then, as we all know, in March, everything just sort of stopped. Everything sort of like shut down due to the current pandemic, which again we've all had to adjust our lives to and for. And then since the restart in June, we haven't tasted victory once. We either drew or lost the remaining, I believe it was 9 games that were left in the Bundesliga season. I could be completely wrong. And then this season we haven't actually started out greatly either. Even though we have drawn 3 of the last 4, we have still lost the other games to start the season. Why do I think that is? Part of it could be down to the sale of our top scorer from last season, John Cordoba, to Hertha Berlin. I genuinely thought that he would have still been at the club, like when I did my Bundesliga prediction videos. Like why I thought that would be the case was completely different. It's a completely different matter. He had no interest like signing an extension at FC Köln. And so the transfers in that we got in this summer, could it be down to that? Duda has been a good addition into the central midfield. Limnios down that right hand side. It's still early days on him. Marius Wolf, who we'd expect to be competition for Limnios, down that right wing, has suddenly become a replacement for an out of form Ehizibue right back. I mean, any of us that saw the game against Stuttgart knew that Ehizibue had an horrendous game there, and so no wonder he was substituted off after 19 minutes. In terms of a replacement for John Cordoba, we probably could have looked somewhere different. I mean, this is in no disrespect towards Sebastian Andersson. I mean, he's a Swedish, I believe he's a Swedish international. Although whether or not he's made many games for the national team or not is probably a different thing in itself. He does have a little bit of Bundesliga experience, even just down from the one sort of season that he had with Union Berlin. However, in terms of being a Cordoba replacement, no. The way that he was managed at Hertha Berlin, he was always part of a front two, or he may have had one just in behind. The way that Köln plays at the minute, which seems to be a 4-1-4-1, he's just left completely isolated. So his style of play is all wrong for the system that we use. But then part of that system may or may not be down to the sort of the management of Marcus Gisdol. Something really has to change at this moment in time, and I believe with this international break coming up, God knows why that's happening. But I'm going to save that for next week's video. Maybe once like 1 or 2 of these international games have actually happened. But this week I just want to focus on FC Köln. Yeah, Gisdol. The systems that we're using are all wrong for the players that we've got. Anderson should work better as one of 2 up front. Maybe he's not been able to play that due to the fitness uncertainties with like Dest and like 1 or 2 other players, but there's just no excuse. There's just no excuse. He really needs to take a good look at himself, a good look at his team, and figure something really does need to change in order for Koln season to not get anything worse than embarrassing. And whether that be new tactics, like maybe pushing Duda further forward and either playing like a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-2-3-1 with Duda as an attacking midfielder, and then having the license to get a bit more further forward. Playing a 4-4-2 with either Modeste when he's fully fit, or with the young Nigerian lad that we got in on loan, and it's something that I know a lot of the English sort of FC Köln fans agree with on this, and it may even be a case with the fans over in Germany. Although there needs to be a change in management, because ever since March, we haven't won a single Bundesliga game, and yeah, that's just not right for a team that we expect to be competing sort of at least mid to the higher point of mid-table. Yeah, so, and then we was actually sharing a picture after the Werder Bremen game. I'll pop that into the bottom right of the screen at some point. Basically calling for Gisdol to go. And it's sad to say this, but I think that's going to be a sentiment that's echoed a lot by FC Köln fans. So, Köln fans, let me know what you think in the comments. Am I being harsh, or do you guys agree? So that'll do it for this week with Football Feathers. Please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow all the social medias, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.